This is trading options for dummies. Did you know that you can trade options in your retirement plan? A lot of attorneys are super, super smart, and their thought is, well, I'll buy and sell options or futures or anything else. Now, I wanted to mention what is known as risk and reward. Profiling risk and reward means you're using a visual aid to get a feel for potential gains and losses for a trade. By doing this, you can quickly assess strategies you already use as well as new ones. Risk graphs or risk profiles are graphical views of potential risks and rewards in option trading. Now, I know a lot about risk reward poop. There's a real great risk that you'll be sued for all of your retirements if you have one of these custom retirement plans. Yes, because of your refusal to obligate law enforcement to enforce the laws. Now, I remember when I was arrested on Guam Alley Nussbaum. Yes, and I had a public defender. And they said, well, you'll have to stay on the island for a year. And I said, no, I'm not. I'm moving back. Well, they offered me diversion and I got evaluated and I did 7 hours of parenting classes. Right. And my record was expunged after 1 year of being released from jail. Yes. Now there's this huge risk that I could be right and you could be wrong. Now my reward is I'm going to get my life back. Yes. I'm going to be able to drive a car. I'm going to be able to have not have a criminal record. Right. I'm going to be able to sue for what could be trillions of dollars because your idea of risk and reward is, well, as long as you pay, I'll do it. No, you have a huge amount of risk right now. See, I explained to the public defender at that time, I really do understand risk and reward. Now, these self directed IRAs, yeah, I wanted to start a bank called Just a Bank. Yes, where it was just a brokerage, and just a self-directed retirement accounts. Yes. Now, since I did get to know quite a few people in the self-directed industry, yeah, and I did get to know of some attorneys that do these plan documents. Yes, I did read quite a few of them about how they actually work. Now, there's some large lawsuits that have been getting emails from me for the last 4 days. Yes. And then there was some other large lawsuits that have been giving. Oh, no, you don't understand. When you have a tremendous amount of risk in refusing to enforce the laws. You refuse. Well, it's important. See, if Heidi was to think of me, yes, maybe she remembers when we bought the house in Vancouver, right? And I spent approximately 12 months sitting at the kitchen table, yes, looking at graphs. Hmm. And being a commodity trading advisor, I employed somebody to do some programming for me. And I used NinjaTrader at that time, yes. And I looked through every indicator available. Now, all the indicators in my personal life, yes, they point to you losing everything that you have and spending the rest of your life in prison. Because I was very good at understanding graphs. I did a lot of analytical evaluation of how these things work. Now, a lot of you that don't understand the advanced decline ratio, yeah. Advancers versus decliners, it's a ratio. Yeah. It could be that the sheriff's department right now has no fucking idea what you just did. See, these attorneys, they can spend a lot of time reading, but if they don't have that analytical way of looking at things, they don't understand the VIX. Poop. They don't. They don't understand prices in the money or at the money or out of the money. Yes. They don't understand volatility. Well, but I do. Yes, he does. Now, since I documented all this in my drives, yes, and since I did present these self-directed IRAs to 400 professionals in the real estate market, and since you just kept saying I was crazy, I want you to understand the amount of risk for refusing to enforce the laws. Um, the idea, yeah, that I'm going to motion the court of record, yes, to remove those charges of the two count criminal complaint, yeah. The idea that I'm going to motion Jefferson County Court to remove the dismissal because of incompetence, yes. The idea that I'm going to motion any court without a lawsuit, pooch, it just it doesn't happen the way that you think it does. Now, why don't you get me the options on every index? Yes. Of all the markets, every market index? Yes. And then all the tax deferred accounts where the individual trades options in their tax deferred account. A lot of persons are not very sophisticated. But I realize attorneys are. I realize there are oaths of office that do have these self directed types of accounts because when you're really, really wealthy, you can structure things however you want. Mm. Now, options are important in investing. So just give me all of the options that are in every tax deferred account of every brokerage account in every nation of the world. Yes. And then tell me if they're an oath of office for those individual nations. Yes. Are they an attorney? Yes. Of all those other nations? Yes. Or are they in lawsuit? No, no. Give me every fucking option right now.